Hi, how are you? Hi, new subscribers, and hello again to my existing subscribers. And how are you doing? Um, I'll ask you first, please hit that like button, comment, and share if you want to share. And I'm from Consuelo, Viola's daughter. And I'm Consuelo, and this here, I have no idea who that is. She doesn't have a name. But anyway, she wanted to be on camera, and here she is. uh, she's a little sultry. She never smiles. And my son even commented once when I did a photo of her of why does she look so bored. And I'm like, well, she can't go nowhere unless I take her, and I'm not taking her anywhere. But you know what? She's great for wearing my hats. And that's what I usually do with her. Since she's only a head, a mannequin with just a head, um, she gets to wear all my hats. And I try them out on her, and I use her for photographs. So, like I said, if you have a chance, if you don't like me, but you like her, give me a like, a thumbs up, and most of all, if you want to comment, please comment. I'll appreciate it. I read them all. I enjoy them. I like knowing what you think. And if you want to see something else that I'm not covering, by all means, ask me or tell me that you'd like to see something of my other projects, and I'll be glad to do it. I hope you can hear me. I have my mic on, and I hope my volume is clear enough. And I'm a little rusty. I haven't done a video for about maybe 5-6 days, and I feel a little rusty. So let me, my neighbor's dog is barking. Let me show you one of my makes, because today's video, I think it's going to be mostly FOs, or finished objects. I have a lot of little finished objects. I also have some yarn hauls that I went off to Michael's and Dollar Tree. And if I don't run my mouth too long and I don't stay on here forever chit-chatting, maybe we'll get to see that in this video. If not, I'll make another video. So, Nameless here. Maybe you guys could give me a name. That'd be great if you could just give her name. And, you know, I don't like doing contests and raffles and all that. But if you do give me a name and I use it, I'll send you something. You know, it won't be major big, but it'll be something. You just let me know your address. You know, you would email me, and that's how we'll do it. But right now, she's nameless. And she actually has a sister somewhere around here. I don't know where I put her. She's around here somewhere on one of the tables. Oh, she's over there in the corner. She's on the other side. I have like 2 sets of yarn. She's over there, also modeling a hat. So, some reason, let me start at the beginning. I've been taken with bucket hats. I have a person in mind for the one bucket hat, but then I start making all these bucket hats, and they are really, really fun to make. And oh God, I gotta remember her name. Oh my God, I did it again. Anyway, this is not my design. Well, it is part of mine, but it's inspired by some other YouTuber, and I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if it's the lights, the camera, but my brain just went blank. And she has an easy name. So the best I can do is, if it doesn't come to me by the time I finish this, is I'll put it in the description. I'll put her name and her YouTube channel. Yeah, it's not coming to me. So this is one of her styles. She is, the reason why I did it is because it's done with waffle weave. And that was a challenge for me, trying to, let me see if I can get her in the back. She's getting burnt out with the light. It's a waffle. And it was done in 3 sections. which was also a challenge. And like all my bucket hats, they can be worn several ways. You can wear it back. You can wear it almost like a fedora, you know, pull this up. And I made this one a little larger than the other ones because some people have like big hair or thick hair or big heads, whatever, and they needed a bigger hat. So I decided to make one bigger than all the other ones that I made. I usually size them to my head. I have an average sized head, so I usually, you know, use my measurements and then give it an inch or so or less. But this one I did a little bigger, and it's 100% cotton. Oops, sorry. It's 100% cotton, and it's not really hot. And I was thinking that actually these hats are a hat that people wear, you know, when the sun is out or at the beach. So, nameless. I'm gonna put her on the side here, and I'm gonna show you some other hats. I'm probably not gonna put her on her, who doesn't have a name. But oops, sorry. Of course, it fell on the floor. So this is the other version. I'm gonna put it back because it seems like the light is too bright. It's also bucket stitch. It's not bucket stitch, is it? Wow, I'm having a senior moment. But it's the same style. And it's also 100% cotton, and it's a green. I think I have this on Instagram and Facebook. The gray one I didn't put on there yet because I just actually finished it this week, and I haven't done photography. I don't know. I've been doing a whole lot of other things this week, not related to crochet, so so be it, right? And then this is the other one that I did, and I also have pictures of this on Facebook and Instagram, and it can be worn like 3 different ways. If you like, some people like to roll them up this way, and this one is all single crochet, and it's one continuous piece. I just, you know, did a lot of increasing to get to the, and again, I changed a little bit of the design. I added a little band for a little, little design. So I took and I did the stitch the other way. So, and then I edged it with the crab stitch. Let me show you close. I don't know if I can show close. See the crab stitch where it's still single crochet, but it's going backwards. So it goes, you work in reverse. Instead of going left to right or right to left, the way you usually go, you go the opposite way. Let's just say it that way, because I think if you crochet left-handed, you probably do go the other way than a right-handed. I'm not quite sure. I never tried it, but it's a single crochet, but it's in reverse. Instead of you putting your hook in the following stitch, you go the back from where you came, and then you just keep doing it. And they're all over YouTube. Let me sit back because I am getting closer and closer in my high chair. And so I did this one. And this is also 100% cotton. Now, this cotton is Premier's cotton. I get it at Dollar Tree. I could get it at Premier, but I have Dollar Tree right here, so I just go to Dollar Tree and get it there. But it's the same yarn. It's very soft. It's durable. Works really nice. I didn't have any splitting problems, and I did them in different hooks, as you can see. Let me back it up. This hook is a slightly large. I think this one I used a H, which is a 5, and this one I did it in what's the letter before H? G. I got the A, B, C, D. It's G. It's 4.5 or 4. One of them I did this one in I think 4.5, and I did another hat before I used 4. So it's between 4 and 5, depending on how tight you want it. I know this one I used it really tight because I didn't want the holes in you know how first single crochet can have holes between the stitches, but I did them really tight and a lot of tension, and I did what somebody called it stacking, where after you've done the stitch, you give it like a little tug down, and it stacks the yarn on top of each other. So that's what I use to get that tight weave. Because you know, your hands get tired if you just pull on it all the time. So I actually use tension. I don't know if I can fit this hat on. Let me see if I can wear it. I'll probably put the back side. It's hard to tell. I did a pretty good job on the seaming. You can't tell the back from the front. So I wear it this way because I think it looks better on me. Looks kind of goofy if I wear it the other way. So I tend to wear it this way, and I think it looks better for my face at my age. It's probably more my age than my face. And see, it's kind of pliable, soft, and you can pull it down. I didn't actually pull it down, or you can push it up. And that's pretty much the fit for this one. This is the very first one I made. So now I'm hooked on them, and I went out and I bought all this yarn, and I said, I'm going to make them in different colors, some more neutral colors. These are more like summery colors. I was thinking of this is a perfect hat for like Florida area or something like that. So I used brighter, sunny colors. But I did get some yarn, and I went to the neutrals. So let me show you some more FOs, or finished projects. Let me turn my camera. I have them here, and I'm all hooked up on my mic, so let me undo this. And I think I can get this without doing a lot. Okay, so this is one I worked on. It's acrylic, and it's acrylic. Let me make sure I have a mic on. And it's this yarn. Remember I bought this? I did a haul. I did a video. Oh gosh, why is the light so bright? Can't see it. Well, anyway, I used this one, and this is the Eco Brights, Michaels, and they discontinued it. I got it for some ridiculous price, like $2.40, and I went back to get some more red, and I couldn't find it. I went to 3 Michaels, and I didn't find any. Not a ball in the store. So, and I would think you'd call that a ball because it's round. But, and then so what I did was I edged it with a maroon, or what do we call that? Burgundy? Burgundy. And to give it definition, I think it came out kind of nice. And it's more like almost like a vest, but you could wear it without a shirt underneath, but you'd have to wear a tank top. I don't know. It's not that, if you have something neutral, it's not that holy, though it looks very holy. So that was the one, and I also used the crab stitch again. Let me see if I can bring it closer. Did you see the crab stitch on the edges? It's a little textured. I don't know if you can see it on that, but that's what I did it with. And I don't remember who I got this stitch from. Again, I'm drawing a blank. That's because I looked at it like last week, and names don't stay with me too long. I have nothing to connect the name to. I should start writing it down. So this one's like a extra large. It fits me, but it can actually fit somebody who's slightly larger, because then it would stretch it out a little bit. On me, it's almost a tunic on me, so it actually could fit somebody who wears like an extra large. And I might be gifting that to somebody, I don't know. And I'm caught on my I'm caught on my mic again. Stay with me. Okay, and this, I don't know if you can see this in the camera. Let me back up. It's hard to show the clothing on this thing. Okay. This one I do remember. This is a pattern by Jennifer Cinnamon Stitches, and this is her design, and I merely just followed her tutorial, and because I like the shape of it, and it goes all the way down. Let me see if I can get all the part in the back. It's worked in a round, so once you finish up to the sleeves, once you get it here, all you do is go around and around, and you add the points. There's a point in the front. You can take it out if you want. Don't like points, but there's a point in the front, and then there's a point in the back. It's this one. And again, I guess I'm hooked on crab stitch. I used that again for edging. It's either picots or crab stitch. I get hooked on one stitch and then I'll make 2 or 3 garments with it. So right now it's the crab stitch. So this is, let me see if you can see it. It came out in, because you know this is self-striping yarn, it came out in the lighter blue, like turquoise color, but it came out lighter. So it's fun to use this yarn, and this yarn is Mandela, and oh, I don't have the color. I really didn't put this thing together well, but it's a Mandela, and I forget the name of the color. Is it Pixie? I'll put that in the bottom too, because maybe you like the color striping. But it had a lot of white, so it had bands of white in it, and I didn't like the white. I didn't want white on the bottom part of it, because you know it kind of swings, so that means it's going to be like swinging around, and I guess you would call it like a swing style. And so I was like, and then you have white on the bottom, you know, you're going to get it dirty, or you drag it across something, or pass by somebody and get, you know, something on the cake or something, or a child passes with you. So I did color control. I cut the ball, I took the white out in the second ball, because the first ball I let it run to see how far it went, and being that it's the top part, which is the smallest part, you know, you only have it here and here, because you're actually working around. You start off with making this band, and you go down and down and down, increasing, increasing, increasing until you get the sleeve to where you want it, and then you just keep going around and around. There's no seaming. Isn't that cool? There's no sewing, there's no seaming. You know, once you start, and you just go as long as you want. And I'm not sure. It's more like a tunic on me. I'm short, so it's like a tunic on me. You know, it comes below mid-thigh, and then the point is a tad bit further down, but it's mid-thigh. And I like it because I thought, oh, this would be great. You wear it with, in the winter, it's also acrylic. It's 100% acrylic, the Mandela, and it's actually it's a 3. It's not a 4, it's a 3. So it's not heavy, so you can wear it into the fall as a shirt or by itself. And then when the winter comes, you could put a cream or a pink or purple or turquoise turtleneck under it, because all 3 colors, 3 of the colors are right here, right at the top. So I would even venture to use a pink if I wanted to. You can even go purple if you want, because there's like 3 versions of purple, you know, ombreing down. So it gives you a lot of choices. You can wear it twice and wear it with different shirts, and somebody might think you have 2 different outfits on. At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But so that was the second make I had, and I have one more. I'm gonna take my mic off so I don't get strangled. Okay, and this is like a Dana thing. Not Dana, but actually it starts out. BagODay made a version, and then Dana of, yeah, Crystal of BagODay. Let me get these names right, because I finally remembered somebody. Dana of it's Creatively Created Crochet, Triple C. And she wears them all the time. She actually did, and now she does different versions, but she was inspired by Crystal of BagODay. And I make a lot of different ones, but I use scrap yarn because, you know, you have like a sizable ball, and I mean, you can have but so many hats. I mean, I have enough hats. Um, I don't go anywhere, so you know, I'd have to wear the hat in the house because I don't really go out all that much. You know, I'm not that much of a social butterfly. So then I had this ball of yarn. And I had it, and it was just this remnant left. So I said, you know, I don't have a purple one because I have them in different colors, and when the winter comes, I wear one of them over a t-shirt. And, you know, it keeps me warm, but not so warm like a sweater would. And I don't mind if it drags around in the house. So, so this was well, they call it scrap yarn, but it really wasn't scrap. It wasn't used for anything else, but it was in the ball. It was a good sized ball. So I used the top, and I said I knew it wasn't going to make a full one, and I didn't want a capelet, which if I stopped, I could make a capelet. But I also had this, now this one is Super Saver. Yeah, Red Heart Super Saver. This purple, purplish, pinkish, all kinds of shades of purple, mauve, and pink. And then I added the dark gray, green, the dark purple. I want to say grape, that's what I was fighting myself, because I found there was dark purple in here. So I said, okay, I'll just continue and do the bottom. And again, I'm thinking, you know, this part is going to fling around and drape and swing, so it's probably going to be the first part that would get soiled or a spot on it or get caught on something and get dirty. So I added the bottom. So it's like half of this one. This is half, this is the top part, and then the bottom is grape. But this grape is not Super Saver, it's Big Twist. I love Big Twist. It's Big Twist 4-weight. Both of them are 4-weight. I use the same weight. They're 100% acrylic, so they're the same material. I throw them in the washing machine. I don't usually put them in the dryer, but if they went in the dryer, it's okay. But I put it in the washing machine. But then I did, let me see if I can find something light. I took a little tip from, I saw these on Jonahs Hands. It's a little boy. He crochets. He's famous. He's been crocheting since he was 5. And he had made, I don't know, can you see those? I'll put it in front of my face so you can see it. See the little balls hanging off of the, instead of tassels? I don't know, I have an aversion to tassels lately. I just find it boring to make them, you know, cutting the string and tying it. I like them, tassels and fringes. That's what it is, fringes. So I said, rather than do fringes, this is something I'm going to wear in the house. You know, in the house or one of my kids' house or something like that. But I wouldn't wear it, you know, for a fancy occasion. So I put these little balls on it. And I had, they're picos, but they have like a stem. And they're kind of kooky, but I like it. And it gives it some depth. And it weighs down my yarn. It weighs down these, the mesh. It weighs it down a little bit, gives it a little heft. And what I did was I had to take like a water bottle and I sprayed all of them and just held on to them so that, because they tend to curl and go in different directions. And I feel like blocking it because it's just a piece I'm going to wear in the house. But rather than wait till the yarn relaxes, I just sprayed it a little. I had it hanging up. That's why it's on this mannequin. I had it hanging up, and then I sprayed it, the fringe, not the whole thing. I just did the bottom. And as it was drying, I think for about 3 days, whenever I remember where I saw it, I would spray it, squeeze it out, make sure that it got saturated, and I made these little picots. So Jonah is called Jonahs Hands, and He's a little Ethiopian boy who was adopted and lives in America with a wonderful family, his sister and him. But he likes to crochet, and he does a really, really great job of crocheting for a kid. And he's like a speed demon. And he comes on, he has his own channel called Jonahs Hands, and his mom and dad take care of him. So I watch him, I support him, you know. I go to his, but once in a while he does things like bobbles and being, you know, young, he does things that you probably wouldn't do. And he had it on the end of something, like a little cardigan. So I said, oh, I'll do those, because I usually do picots. But I said, oh, I'll do these. They got little snips. Let's see how they come out. So that's why I put those on the end. So these are two different colors. It's like almost, it worked out almost totally half. And it's long enough. And, it, you know, it's comfortable. So these are my three, 1, 2, 3, yep. 3 finished objects that I did last week. Yeah, last week, this finished tops. But I did the hats. The hats take me like a day and a half. If you add it up in hours, it's like 8 hours. So I say I've been on here like 25 minutes already. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make another video, because I have a haul, a yarn haul. I'm not on a yarn diet, even though probably I should start. But I'm making stuff with it. It's not like it's sitting there decorating my wall. As you can see, mine's not very decorative. It's just there. And I have another maybe 6 to 8 feet of wall over there that I've stolen, and that has yarn on it too. But I make a lot of stuff, so I make it quickly, so my yarn doesn't really hang around that long. So I have the 3 hats and the 3 tops. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to finish all my whips, or at least most of them, on the floor. And they're all three or four, I can't remember, 3 or 4, are blankets. Baby blankets, not, you know, not full size or king size blanket. So I have 3 or 4 that are baby blankets. So they're going to be like 3 feet by 4 feet, or 4 feet by under 6 feet. So 4 feet by 4.5 feet. So I'm going to finish all of those. They're lined up. I'll finish those, and I have one that's sitting on the table that's granny squares. So that's 5, right? And then I have a top that I promised somebody before I start another project. So I'm trying to finish up at least half of that, and then I'll go to something else. So I'm going to end this video, and then I'll start another one either today or tomorrow, and it's going to show you my little yarn haul, which I guess when you stop in 2 or 3 stores, it ends up to be a sizable amount. It didn't cost me a lot because I try to find the best price. But it is quality yarn. I mean, it's, you know, big box quality yarn. And so I'll make another video for that. So this way I can talk about the yarn. And maybe I'll know what I'm going to make with it, because there's one yarn that I wanted to make something specific for it, but I didn't know what it was. But I knew I wanted to make something special for it. So I'll make another video, and I'll say goodbye today. And I will come back and talk about my yarn haul. So bye-bye now. And please, if you would be so kind, is to hit it like or dislike, and share or comment. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but it would be nice. I think I'm not too far from 200 subscribers. I think I have a few more to go. And I'm thinking about a small giveaway, but I don't know. I don't really, you know, this is my first time doing this, so I'm not really, you know, really good at it yet. So, like you didn't notice. So I'm going to say bye and be kind and walk in the beauty of the day. Bye-bye now.